Well, Pembroke, the constituency Pembroke West Central is for the most part a relatively calm constituency. There are the regular issues that people are facing in all throughout Bermuda. There's questions of employment and assistance in that. There's questions not so much housing, but people that are being displaced from housing. So what we're working to do is to make sure that the members who have issues inside the constituency, we put them in touch with the relevant government helping agencies, and we do our best to make sure that they're helped throughout that process.
Anything surprise you when you come?
I wouldn't say surprise. What the one thing is that the people of Bermuda want to know that there's someone there and someone there to listen. So when you knock on the doors, it's always refreshing to hear, you know, whether it be voices of support or things of concern. When I spoke in my remarks, I said that the best ideas often come from the people whom you represent. And if you're not there, you're not going to be able to hear what they say. And a lot of times you get various ideas and you get various comments, some things that you haven't thought of. And as a representative in the position in which I hold, it's important that I make sure that I relay those comments to the leadership of the party and the government to make sure that we can do the best to help the people of Bermuda, because that's what we're here for.
What were some of the biggest criticisms you heard about your administration over the last few years?
I think I wouldn't so far as say the criticisms. What people are concerned about, Io, is what everyone's concerned about, is concerned about the economy. And the government, as we've continued to state, are committed to making sure that we provide jobs for Bermudians and continue to do the work in that area. And a lot of people also recognize the work that the government has done and continues to do. And it is our job to make sure that people know what is available and know that the government is there to help them.
So, Burt, you use the expression a couple times, listen and learn. Will you be listening to the former candidate in Constituent 18 and learning from her as you canvass?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that it's important, and as the chairman has said on many occasions, that she is still the member of parliament for that constituency. So we'll continue to work together in that area and we'll continue to go forward. But absolutely, you can only learn. As I said, I'm a young person and I have a lot to learn. And her experience is vast, and there's lots of other experience, whether it be the chairman, the secretary general inside the constituency, and of course, I'll continue to make sure I learn from their experiences to hopefully serve as best as I could.
You commented twice on the fact that you're young and you have a lot to learn. How much real attention are you going to pay to people in the constituency of a different vintage, shall we say?
Oh, well, I very fortunately, I guess you could say it was for the holiday period, I got to see many people of a different vintage as we went around and we gave gift baskets out to the seniors, fruit baskets, and visited them and say, you know, happy holidays. It's something that the constituency's done for a long time. It's something we continued on from MP Butterfield, and we get to see and hear their concerns. When you knock on the doors, you hear the concerns of young people, but you also hear the concerns of those who are not so young. And as a representative, we have to make sure we represent all views. As I said, the Progressive Labour Party is there to represent all people. And it's very important that we balance everyone's needs to make sure that we do the best job for the people of this country.